And you see the way Blake Griffin plays, he is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Shoots the 3. Count that one. 7 points for Thunder. For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkey embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. They double him with Green. Pass to Boss. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Boss has got 8 points.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Gortat's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Griffin. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
You know, whatever they chopped it up about during the break, it's worked. I mean, they've really been excellent in their execution since halftime.
And that one's good by Gortat.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Here's the chosen one. That's tipped. On the wing, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Barnes, he's checked in for Green. Stuckey comes in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for West. Wizards trail by 6. Barnes sets a screen for Brooks. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Here's the chosen one. Brooks covering. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
You know, that's hard to explain that way. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Wizards making a change here. Mahimi's checked in, gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. The first free throw is good. McCullough's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Both shots good from the stripe. And Washington has possession. They trail by 11. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Brooks outside. From deep. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The away team, they lead by 14. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Boss is out there with Thunder. Then it's the chosen one. Then there's Ellie, and it's T in at the 5 spot. That is good. 9 points for Mr. Clutch.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
The visitors on defense. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And he gets it to go.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
A smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's the chosen one, fended by West. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. And the first one drops.
It's been a good one for the chosen one. He has 8 points and 6 assists. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Washington. Green comes in for Barnes. Green with a screen for West. Got a piece of it. Fast break, here we go. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Passes it to the chosen one. Bangs home the trifecta.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Washington calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Moutier, he's checked in for the chosen one. Griffin's shot is good.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's Ellie. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting it.
The pass to T. Off the pick. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Wizards trail by 19. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
So it's Washington now. Valanciunas with the ball, picked by Griffin. And Valanciunas kicks it to West. That's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
West can't hit.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Wizards have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Outside Griffin. Valanciunas dishes to West. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Green with the ball. Now defended by Mudiay, and the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That's his first foul. Butler goes in.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. That's off as well, so he misses both. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. That drops. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his fourth season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
That free throw, no good. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was the leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
Robinson kicks to Levine. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Harrell, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Stuckey against Ellie. Stuckey into the lane, and that one's good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Rebound by Harrell.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Brooks, the pass to Stuckey. Misses the 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And the Wizards with possession. It's a 16-point game. The shot by Mahinmi, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there.
And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Pass to Boss. Here's Thunder. Rebound by Mahinmi. Now Brooks. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before